Hi guys, this is Matt McKeever. I'm really excited to be bringing this video to you today. I'm really proud of it, and I think it's got some really powerful stuff. It's really focused on how to reach financial independence as soon as possible with real estate in London, Ontario. Now, I think this is going to be one of my more popular videos, but I could also see how it could become controversial. So before we get into the video, I just have a few caveats I want to share with you guys. So number one, can what I'm showing you in this video be done today and used as a blueprint in London, Ontario? Yes, it absolutely can be done in 2016, early 2017. Second, am I saying that you have to move to London, Ontario in order to accomplish this? No, absolutely not. If you don't live in London, Ontario and you have no interest in moving here, I'm willing to bet for 80% of the people watching this video, you could drive 4 or 5 hours from where you currently live and you'll find a market similar to London where you can get similar returns. Number 3, am I saying everyone should or has to be doing this in order to reach financial independence? No, absolutely not. But if you are focused on reaching financial independence as fast as possible, I think you really need to consider some of the strategies I lay out in this video, because it is going to really allow you to speed up your ability to accumulate assets and wealth in a fast manner. What are you going to need in order to actually accomplish this? Well, first of all, you're going to need an open mind. You're going to need no ego, no preconceived notions. You're going to need the ability to delay gratification, and you're going to need a hunger to succeed. In addition to that, yeah, access to some money and a decent credit score would help, or a partner that does. Okay, so here's the plan. Buy a triplex in London, Ontario. This example is based on a real life property that was for sale in 2016 that Jeff Wybo and myself negotiated on. So the property was listed at $175,000. It consisted of 3 one-bedroom apartments that were rented for $750 each, all inclusive. So they rent for $750 each, and the landlord paid all utilities, all property taxes, insurance, all that stuff. So the gross rents were $2,250. So in the first example I'm going to give you, we're going to assume that you purchased it for asking price of $175 and that you decide to move into one of the units and rent out the other 2. So first I'm just going to give you a quick breakdown of how this property looks financially without it being owner occupied. So you're talking gross rents of $2,250, $960 a month mortgage payment, and that's assuming 10% down, so 90% loan to value, mortgage at 4% over a 20-year amortization period. Property taxes on this property were just a little under $150. Insurance on this property, I know I could get it for $50 through my insurance broker. However, I put that at $100 just because I'm assuming that not everyone's going to have the same relation. Utilities, so I put utilities really high on this one. This is just honestly the way I do my numbers. So instead of usually having a management fee, I often just bump up my utilities because that's just my personal preference instead of having a second line item. Weird, yeah, I know. Bumped up the utilities by just a little over $200 compared to what the current landlord was actually incurring. And then so for repairs and maintenance, I put it down to $200 a month. And the reason for that is, well, it's going to be owner occupied, at least for the first 5 years, so you're probably going to keep a slightly better eye on it than the average landlord. In addition to that, we're going to be spending about $10,000 on initial renovations and stuff for this property. So if fully rented, this property has net cash flow of $40 a month. But remember, you're going to live in one of the units, so you're actually only going to have gross rents of $1,500 a month. So that means you're actually going to have net negative cash flow of $710 a month. So what that means is that for you to live in it, you're going to be living in this property, so you're going to pay $710 a month for an apartment that usually is rented out for $750 a month. But remember that of that $960 mortgage payment, almost $400 a month is principal repayment, so that's actually profit. And that $400 a month figure, I really just came up by taking the total principal that'll be paid off over the 5-year term of your mortgage and averaging it. But wait, when we viewed the property, there was actually an apartment in the basement. So this isn't a triplex, even though it was advertised as one. It was actually a 4-plex. Now that basement apartment was in rougher shape and was only renting out for $400 a month, but it was to a tenant that had been living there for, I forget, 12 or 16 years, so he'd lived there for a long time. So Jeff Wybo and myself started negotiating on it hard. And by negotiating hard, I mean we took it from $175,000 asking price, got it under contract for about $125,000. So $50,000 under asking in front of you. That's almost 30% under asking. So definitely don't be afraid to ask for a discount when you're negotiating on a rental property. So by viewing this property, we found out all kinds of information that wasn't listed on the listing. So my initial estimate for what you're going to need in money in order to actually make this deal reality is 10% down payment, so that's about $12,500. About $2,000 in legal costs, about $10,000 in initial renovations, and about $2,000 in just kind of a miscellaneous reserve for either initial rental overages, or maybe you're going to have to pay land transfer tax or some other sort of tax on this purchase, or who knows, maybe that's your home inspector fee. So we have gross rents of $2,250 a month, a mortgage that approximates $680 a month, utilities of $800 a month, insurance of $100 a month, property taxes of $150 a month, repairs and maintenance of $200 a month, net cash flow of $320 a month. That's with you living in the basement as owner occupied, principal repayment of $280 a month. So you're actually making $600 a month on this property, and you're living for free. Let that sink in. $600 a month in income. Now about half of that's principal repayment, so you're not going to be able to access it, but you're making $600 a month and you're living for free. That's going to drastically change your ability to save going forward to help you reach your financial independence. So after 5 years, you've paid down $16,800 in principal, you've collected $19,200 in cash flow. So in 5 years, you made $36,000 on this property, plus you live for free, and we're assuming no increase in value. So we're assuming no appreciation in this calculation. So yeah, I did a quick Instagram break. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. So yeah, so that gives you a really good overall summary. Think what you could do if you were paying no rent and receiving an extra $320 a month. If you took all the money you're currently spending to live in your apartment or in your house and started saving all of it. Here's just a quick little diagram, because I knew that by making this video I was going to get all sorts of naysayers, complainers, whiners, all sorts of things. So 99% of the people watching this, they're not going to take action. They simply won't take action. Or they're going to come up with all sorts of complaints, and they're going to find excuses for why it can't be done. Excuses like, my city's too expensive to do this. So, move. Or drive out of town to buy your rental property. Why live in an expensive city? Sure, if you love your job, that's fine. That's something different. But this video is focused on people that want to reach financial independence as soon as possible. And this strategy I'm laying out is one of the fastest ways to speed up your ability to reach financial independence. So I'm telling you, you need to take action. So yeah, 99% of the people watching this video won't take action, and that's fine. But please do know that doing nothing is your choice. Doing nothing is a choice. And by doing nothing, I think you're losing the ability to complain. So if you're part of the orange, that's fine. That's fine. If you're part of the orange, that's fine. But get out of green's way. Because this video is for the green. This is for the people that are willing to put in the effort. And if you're part of the green, that's awesome. That's exciting. I'm really glad you found my video. And so if you are part of the green and you're in London, Ontario or Southwestern Ontario, you need to join London on Fire. We're a group of like-minded individuals. They're just really focused on taking control of our personal finances. Honestly, the time is now. So I hope you guys got a lot of value from this video. I'm really proud of it. If you did get value, please share this on your social media. So whether you retweet it, whether you share it on Facebook, make sure you leave me comments and questions in the comment section on YouTube. Realistically, this was just part one on how to reach financial independence as soon as possible. There's a full spectrum on ways to reach financial independence, and this was really just one that was focused on real estate. I'm not saying you have to choose real estate as your vehicle to reach financial independence, but it is one of the ways that I'm most familiar with, and I think it's one of the more powerful ways to do it in a fast manner. And thanks for taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to me. And as always, remember, share this on social media. Making money is a team sport. So let's just go make some money, guys. Thanks. Bye.